مشاهدينا بلوك نوت لليوم كمان مع ليلى خان، وهي مخرجة ومنتجة وكاتبة لفيلم قصير بعنوان قبل أن أكون أنا أو Before I Was Me، وهي بلبنان للمرة الثانية على التوالي لتسويق فيلمها بالجامعات الأمريكية، بالجامعات اللبنانية عفوا. رح نحكي معها باللغة الإنجليزية وترجم فيما بعد شو قالت. So Leila, welcome to Lebanon.
Many thanks for having me.
This is the second time you're
here. It is the second time, yeah, and it's the second time to be in this. It's great to be in the studio.
It's great to have you. You're here to promote your movie in the universities.
Tell us about right. This. Yeah, I mean, I was here 4 months ago. I was here back in the summer to promote an agenda for change, to promote my movie, and I'm now back here. It seems to be that Lebanon seems to be quite lucky for me. It has proven to be. I've had a great success with the film here, so I've just sort of come back to kind of promote the film in sort of educational institutions, sort of target universities, colleges. The reason why is because I feel that the youth is the pulse of a voice. Because my film deals with a taboo topic of discussion, I think the youth is basically, it's a great way to kind of just target them and to kind of open and encourage dialogue on the topic. Yeah. And I mean, if I can sort of go about showing my film, you know, on campus or at universities, I think in a way would be sort of speaking on behalf of all those people that feel they don't have a voice.
لكن ليلى عم تقول هي هون للمرة الثانية على التوالي، كانت من 4 شهور وكان لبنان وجهه خير عليها، حبت انه تسوق هالفيلم بالجامعات اللبنانية لانه هالعمر عمر تلاميذ الجامعات او طلاب الجامعات هو المناسب للحديث عن موضوع فيلم اللي هو بيتحدث عن تابو. رح نشوف مشاهد من الفيلم ونتابع حديثنا لتعرفوا مزبوط عن اي تابو عم نحكي.
I always knew I wanted to become a mother and bear children. But I couldn't possibly tell anyone that. I felt so stupid. Yet I believed that my true identity was of the opposite sex. There was something wrong about me. My body, it was all wrong. Wasn't me. Yet I tried to lead a normal life, do everything that society would expect of a man, but I couldn't cope. I could no longer ignore what I was feeling, although it took me until my 4th decade to do something about it. I'm B, by the way, formerly known as Charlie. You know, I often dreamt of being a girl when I was a boy. I can still remember my early years as a child.
Hey, look at that sissy!
Well, look who it is. It's Charlie, the pansy of the playground. Charlie's a pansy. He likes to play with girls.
So Leila, your movie revolves around a man who feels uncomfortable with his body, with his gender. It's so intense. Why did you choose this topic?
Oh, well, I mean, I sort of was reading up on psychology sort of one evening, and I happened to sort of come across this mental disorder, which is commonly identified with such people. when I say such people, I mean transsexuals, where they feel that their true identity is of the opposite sex. They feel that they're basically in the wrong body. They were assigned the wrong gender at birth. But I mean, obviously, coming back to your question, I just find it quite interesting. I mean, the whole thing about how a person could feel trapped within themselves. I mean, me and you can imagine feeling trapped within the studio, or, you know, within a room, within a box, but feeling trapped within yourself, within your body. I just can't get my head around that, and I found that quite fascinating. Found it quite interesting. So that's what kind of led me into it. And I read more about it, and I just sort of wanted to explore the psyche of a person, you know, how they would function in their mind.
لكن ليلى كان بدها تكتشف كيف بفكر الشخص اللي بحس حاله انه هو محبوس داخل جسم هو ما بده اياه، يعني مرة محبوسة بجسم رجل او العكس، وكانت عم تقرا بليلة من الليالي حول هالموضوع ولقيت موضوع مهم لحتى واحد يحكي عنه، قريت اكثر عنه وحاولت انه يعني مثل ما بيقولوا تفوت باعماق الشخصية النفسية كيف ممكن انه تكون، من هيك كان الموضوع بالنسبة لها مهم. What's the message you're trying to send to people? Is it not to judge others?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I mean, I just want to drive a simple message home with the film, is just to say that one should try to understand what makes a person what they are before we judge them. I think everyone has a right to be the way they want to be, and I think it's important for us to understand that something is always driving the choices we make in our lives. And the character in my movie, he didn't just get up yesterday and decide to have a sex change. Obviously, those tendencies were there. In the film, those tendencies were there as a child, but obviously it's something that he has sort of basically grown with. Those feelings have grown in time, and something has obviously motivated him to make the choices he does at the end of it. So yes, it's just that simple message to say that, look, we shouldn't be so prejudiced, or you know, we shouldn't sort of discriminate anyone on the basis of race, religion, or sexuality.
لكن اللي عم تقول انه اختارت هالموضوع بالذات وحكيت عنه، قلت لها سالتها شو هي الرساله اللي عم بتحاول انه توصلها، هل هي انه ما نحكم على الباقيين قبل ما نعرف مزبوط شو قصتهم؟ هي بتقول انه في على طول قصه ثانيه نحن ما بنسمعها، حبت انه تفرجيها شو هي هالقصه، خاصه عن هالولد اللي هو من سن صغير من 4 سنوات بحس حاله انه محبوس داخل جسمه لسن 40 لحتى يغير، وبتقول انه ما لازم نحكم على اي شخص شو ما كان عرقه، لونه، طائفته، او شو ما كان حتى الجنس تاعه. من هيك حبت توصل هالمساج. It's a short movie. It's a 14 to 15
yes,
minutes
movie.
It's
just under 15 minutes. It's
yes.
14:50. But
you're the writer, director, and producer
absolutely,
of the movie.
Yeah, I've done all of it, and it's a huge success. I mean, it was a short film.
Is it harder to promote a short film?
Yes, it is. It is, because obviously it has no commercial value, but it just so happens to be, because of the concept, because of the topic of my film, it has kind of taken me places. It's become a success. People are talking about it. It's gained a lot of interest because it's the intention behind it. It's to sort of, you know, to promote it and to promote that gender for change, and to just being able to sort of create awareness about sexual issues. But it could be applied to anything in general. I think, like I said, as human beings, I think we're very quick to judge.
Okay.
And it's just important for us to understand that any sort of fundamental rights or human rights, you know, these are all this is our birthright. I mean, these are things that we're entitled to, and we should be allowed to be the way we want to be.
لكن عم بتقول لبلش من الاخر، فقلتها هل من الصعب انه تكون مخرجه منتجه وكاتبه للفيلم، وهل من الصعب تسويقه بما انه هو فيلم قصير 14 دقيقه، يعني ما بيعرض بسينمايات بصالات السينما. عم تقول اكيد صعب، بس هو لقى نجاح كبير بالنسبه لموضوعه، لانه موضوعه هو تغيير الجنس، لقى نجاح كبير واخذها على كثير بلاد ما كانت يعني بتفكر انه هي ممكن انه توصل لهم لهالبلاد لتحكي عن هالفيلم. وقالت انه كل شخص له حق يكون مثل ما هو بده بلا ما يحكموا عليه الباقيين. من هيك يعني لقى نجاح كثير هيدا الفيلم، انه بحافظ كمان على حقوق الانسان. ممكن هالفكره تطبق على عده مواضيع. ليلى, you choose a subject that is a taboo in most of the country, especially in the
absolutely
in the Arabic
especially
world.
in the Arab, in this region.
And I mean, yesterday you were at LAU.
I was at LAU.
How was the screening?
Yes, it went well. It went very, very well. It was a huge success. I had quite an intelligent audience. The students that were there, that were present, were quite intelligent, you know, and they really wanted to know more about it, and they paid a lot of attention to the film. So yeah, it went very well. And then I had a screening at USJ, the movie club at USJ, so that was okay. But the LAU one was a very good one. I'm also in talks with AUB, so they have also shown a keen interest. in the film. So it's possible that I might be back again, and you might have me here on this
You're
seat,
welcome again.
interviewing me again.
So the reaction in Lebanon was okay for the
Yes,
for the movie. Okay.
absolutely. I mean, I know that the society in Lebanon is a bit slightly advanced compared to the other countries in the region. I mean, my film was screened in Jordan, but it was kind of met with a lukewarm response, a mixed response. Some praised it, some criticized it. But for a topic like this, it's very controversial. So you can understand that a lot of people would kind of, frown at it or wouldn't want to talk about it. But that's the reason why I'm here. I mean, I thought the Middle East would be a great region, to start from, because I want to take a whole world tour. So I thought that why not start with the Middle East, because it's something that we need to create awareness about it, and we need to get people talking about it. Because ignorance, sorry to cut you there, but I mean a lot of this prejudice, it's all to do with ignorance. We don't have much knowledge about it, and I just feel that as a filmmaker, as a director, it's my rightful duty to show you another side, to mold your perception.
لكن ليلى بتعتبر من مهمتها كمخرجة ومنتجة للفيلم انه تفرجينا الشكل الثاني لهالقصة اللي نحن عم نشوفها، واختارت لبنان لانه هو يعتبر متقدم بالنسبة للانفتاح الذهني الموجود عند شعبه مقارنة بالبلاد العربية الثانية. بتقول انه عرضت فيلمها بالاردن وكان في لغط حول هالفيلم، البعض وافقوا عليه، البعض الثاني كان شوي عم يعبس وعم يعطي اراء يعني على الاكثر اراء نقدية. من هيك حبت تكون تبدا رحلتها بهالفيلم بالميدل ايست، وهي عم تخطط لرحلة حول العالم لتعمل بروموشن او لتسوق لها الفكره، فكره انه كل انسان له حق يكون مثل ما هو بده بالجسم اللي هو بده اياه، حتى اذا كان هذا الموضوع هو موضوع تابو، وهذا الشيء بتقول انه هو من واجباتها. ليلى, thank you very much. Wish you all the luck in all the tour you're doing. Hope to see you soon again in Lebanon.
All right, okay.
لكن مشاهدينا نحن بعد البريك رح تلاقينا كارن ضمن كتاب، فخليكم معنا.